19_95. So I'm here because of the last stream that I did was kind of too toxic. Um, and I'm here with somebody that I called out on the stream. And his name is Phobia House, also aka HD underscore 2K. And we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff going on in the community and with him and stuff that he needs to get off on his mind and I need to get off on mine. So without further ado, let me get into the questions. So House, welcome to the stream.
Thanks, man. I'm glad to be here. Quick question though: are you gonna post it on FB so I can share it with the other people and we can get this shit banging?
Yes, I am definitely gonna be posting it on the community for everybody to see, and I can at you if you want.
Yeah, just at me and I'll send it out. I'll send it to some of the groups. I just need the link.
Okay.
And then we can get this really thing going.
Alright, well, I just posted that, and I'm gonna tag you in it so you can. Now
make sure
you're.
Everything is good, like the voice is coming through and all that stuff too.
Yep. And there you go. I posted it to the United States. You can post it to anybody else's, if you want.
Alright, thank you.
So, let me get into the first question.
All right, man. Let's go.
So a lot of people dislike you.
Yeah.
Me being one of them. Yeah, me being one of them until today when we actually got to sit down earlier 7 minutes ago and actually talk it out a little bit, and I actually learned more of what a character you really are. And I might have over exaggerated on my last stream, and I'm gonna put this out there to the world. I publicly apologize to you, House, because you are actually a pretty good person. You did, have issues with me, and I'm glad we put that behind, hopefully.
Yeah, it's a long overdue talk, man.
So you supported me even when you really bit your tongue, and I'm very glad to hear that you actually did talk to Zan and them about putting me in scrims and stuff, and I am gonna apologize, and I did say some dumb shit and I was pretty much an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you're an asshole for it. I just think, you had an audience and they enabled it, and it's who your audience was at the time for that speech.
And I mean, let's get into that. So besides my apologies, I'm always gonna back you up from now on. If anybody really got a problem with House, you're gonna have to have a problem with me now.
Appreciate that, man.
Because he's actually really cool. Y'all may think that he's a dick, but he doesn't try to be. And I learned that today. And I may be, this may be different from what y'all are hearing from the last stream, and it's not because he's my audience.
It's 360 at this point.
It is. It's a 360. And it's mainly because the fact that it was a 360 is because the fact that I actually got to talk to him. Like, I don't think we've ever actually sat down and talked man to man.
Nah, this is the first time we've ever been at a party alone, really.
So I'm glad we actually got to sit down and talk. So I'm hopefully we could put everything behind, and I wish you the best of luck going into Phobia, being a good player that you are. People may call you mid, but I know you're a good defense main.
Unfortunately, I'm a defense
so let's talk about Mondo, if you don't mind. I'm gonna get right down to it. I'm gonna get right down to it. Mondo, like you and Mondo like despise each other. Like, what happened there?
Me and Mondo do not like each other because once upon a time I was in Love Kills and I only joined because of Nami. Shout out to Nate Brown, my dog. So Nate, I followed Nate to Love Kills because I thought Nate was one of the best killers I ever played with. Past tense. But I just didn't like the vibe. And okay, bro, it's the same. Like when I left OK, the reason I left OK was because it was just the same thing happening over and over again. Like we were trying to get stuff started, kind of like how Phobia was. We were trying to get teams started. Blah blah blah. Nobody really listened to strategy. Nothing really happened. Blah blah blah. So I left. I left with Nate. Nate went to go make clips, and then I found out from some different sources that Mondo was like, yo, House gets carried, House isn't that good, House is mid, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't think Mondo would take his time out like that. And then I started to be a little toxic back, and then I really showed, like, Mondo's kind of true colors towards me. And I kind of always felt, because Mondo never really, like, I don't know, Mondo always didn't like me. Anytime I did something, I would always get a text or a call saying, House, why'd you do this? House, why'd you do that? And I'm like, why does nobody else get these? And so it just rubbed me the wrong way. I think Mondo and I just didn't see eye to eye on things. But I don't actually dislike Mondo as much as I used to. So, fun fact.
So would you say, like, when you were in LK, would you say that you were kind of treated like more like an outcast, like you were disrespected when you shouldn't have been?
No, and okay, actually, the first go around, I felt like I was a little bit disrespected. In the second go around, I did not feel like I was disrespected. I felt like I was one of the few people that was like, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that. We did scrims all the time. I think I was more inside the circle than the first go around. The second time, first go around, I was not inside the circle, and I definitely felt like an outcast. The second time around, I definitely felt good with Nate. I think Nate had a lot to do with that because I came with that man. And the new players that came with us made Love Kills like a top 15 clan at the time.
So, did you ever have any, like, besides Mondo, did you ever have any fallouts with anybody in there? Like, did they ever call you trash or, start anything?
The other Kages, Donnie Clemens and
AKA Cheese.
Yes, Cheese, that's his name. And Reaper, Laquan Hilly, which I think like Laquan is like really good. It's like a really good defense. And I learned a lot from Mondo and Laquan. Like I learned so much. Like the reason I am the player I am today is mostly because of those two. But yeah, the Kages just didn't like me because I was talking shit about LK, and but I had to be the one that got the fallout because I ended it and they started it. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, so besides the LK situation, there's some other names.
Well, hang on. Before we end the LK situation, I do not dislike LK right now. Let's think that. I have a point to beat them every time I play them, but I do not dislike them anymore. I'm over that shit. I got to church once or twice. I'm over it. All right, continue.
So, being said, there's a couple of names that really do. They don't like you. Like I think they despise the ground you walk on.
Of course. Hey, Sin. If I was doing something, if I wasn't doing something right, bro, I wouldn't have haters, bro. Like I have haters because I'm starting to do stuff good in the community. People do not like to see people from the bottom come up to the top. They don't like that shit. They don't like it. I swear to God they don't.
So, one of them being Eclipse. Okay, so I just had them on my show yesterday, and now I want Eclipse to understand that I still fucks with y'all. Like, I don't have any ill will against y'all, but my guest tonight has probably a few words to say about a situation that happened between you guys. So bear with me and don't really take it out on me. If you do, it is what it is.
Oh yeah, this is not you. This is me, right?
Let's go with the clips. Like, what happened between Eclipse, like Prod and all them?
Okay, so at the time I was in Eclipse, Kendall was not in there. God bless Kendall, all that shit. Big old boy. I was in Eclipse. I didn't really like Eclipse that much while I was in it. It started to feel kind of alien. I didn't feel really wanted in the clan. Nate kind of started to switch his temperament towards me, and I kind of noticed it. Kind of like when you're texting a girl and the girl starts sitting like haha okay type shit. You kind of get that feeling when you're kind of back off a little bit. That's kind of what I did, and he did. I guess we had a breakup. I guess you could say, but that's mid and that's movie shit. But you get what I'm saying. So it kind of felt like that, and I was like, eh. And I started like just like exactly how I am now. I used to do that in Eclipse chat. Like I used to bully motherfuckers in there. I'd be like, yo, you look like a Huckleberry Finn ass character, bro. You look ugly as shit, and your mama should have spit you out. That's the type of shit I used to say in the Eclipse chat. Like I would just start badmouthing all of them, bro. And like it was funny back then, but I started doing it to them, like doing it on the page, and they're like, "Oh, House is toxic." But anyways, and so I left Eclipse. I don't remember exactly where I went, but I started to feel not very welcome in Eclipse. So I left, and I started playing with Red Sand a lot, and then I joined Red Sand. And then after I left Red Sand, I started to get more and more toxic. Nate Brown was like saying, "I'm mad at you. You act different." And I've never really understand how I quote unquote act different. I don't never understood that, man. Like, how do I act different? Like, I don't know how that's a thing.
And Nate Brown is who exactly, as far as IGN?
Nami. That's Nami, man. Sorry, I call him by his government.
Okay, Nami. So, with your guys' fallout, like, there had to been a little bit more towards you guys disliking.
Well, yeah, I was toxic. Like I was very toxic. Like on the anytime I got a win against them, I'd post that shit immediately. Like it was no hesitation. It was just penetration on the post. Like I would just post every time I beat Eclipse, and I would just like, yo. And I don't really understand the whole like thing. I don't remember why exactly Nate Brown just randomly just was like, man, fuck House, that motherfucker's mid. I don't remember that whole transition. I might have slipped my mind. I think it was the whole Chikoto thing, and that's CT Gonzalez. Sorry to bring your name up, CT, got him. And like me and CT had a falling out because like I don't know, you can only call somebody a bot bitch so many times before they get mad. Which Chikoto's not a bot bitch. I just use that term loosely. And there was a lot of things that I was just like, I don't really fuck with those people. You outgrow people. I am such a firm believer. You outgrow people. They could outgrow me. I could outgrow them. I just didn't think our personalities moving forward were the same thing, and that we both distanced ourselves from each other. Like Nate Brown definitely distanced himself from me, and I distanced myself from Nate. Like I was trying to be like, yo, Nate, what's up, dog? You trying to run some? Nah, it wasn't like that. Like I supported Nate on the page, but I wasn't like always like, yo, Nate, hit me up for an invite, and it was just kind of like we didn't mesh well anymore, and then I got toxic as fuck. So I've toned down. I don't remember exactly what I said that made him so like mad. So, and then Bliss, I don't know where the fuck Bliss came from.
So how did you and Bishop become a thing?
Okay, like, first of all, don't say a thing like
that. Okay, my bad. How did you and Bishop become good friends? Like how we put it?
I don't remember. Like I think we just started playing together. Sorry, I was texting Ace, but it's a new one. It's new. Like I don't know, it's kind of refreshing because Bishop is such a good healer, bro. Bishop is like fucking like I don't have to protect Bishop. Like his defense, like you play defense in combat. Like you always like mid-ass healers, you have to go protect them. Like instead of doing damage, you have to go protect them. Like it's so annoying, and I just hate that. With Bishop, even with Nate, I didn't have to protect Nate. Nate was just like, you go do your shit, go be a bad bitch, blah blah blah. I'm the baddest bitch. You can't hurt me on the sticks. Head ass. But Bishop is similar in the same way as like healer quality. Like I don't have to protect Bishop. Bishop's movement's fine. It's kind of like Sin. It's exactly like Zayn. You don't have to protect Zayn, bro. Like, but you have to protect some of these healers out here. Like I'm not gonna name names, but like
Sin.
No, definitely. I think your movement needs like some tweaking, but I don't think I have to. Like when we played, I never really felt like, oh my god, I have to go protect Sin. But like, let me just throw a name out. Like me, I would need protection because I'm not that good at healer. But I do okay. Like if I have to heal, I have to heal. But I would need protection. I need Uchiha Flame at least. But for you, for Nate, for Bishop, for Bliss, for Brutal, for Grey Fang, for blah 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 blah, and maybe not Ann. Maybe Ann needs a little protection. No offense, Ann. But those are people that are really good healer, and Bishop and I just clicked, and we get along pretty well, and I annoy the fuck out of Bishop, and Bishop annoys the fuck out of me, and calls me his husband, and we got a ring on that shit, so we all booked up and eat shit, I guess, I don't know.
Y'all motherfucker got some
I'm not
Marriage
gay.
going on.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not gay, but it's like monotonous. Was that the word? Platonic? Yeah, that's my dude, bro. I die for Bishop, bro. Yeah, that's it. Me and
I mean,
Bishop
like
just came
I mean,
close.
I don't know him like that, so I can never really talk bad about Bishop. I don't. I think I've only. Yeah, I don't even think I've ever actually played with Bishop. As far as in-game name, I can't remember what his in-game name is. So.
He goes by different ones, bro.
So it's I can't really dog mouth him. And on my earlier stream, I did call Gangu a couple things too, because in my opinion, Gangu are bots. They're trash.
Oh my god, not the bots.
Like, you guys have a good few select people. Rennie being one of them. Rennie may disagree with me, as fact as we got into an altercation. But I said it before, I feel like Renegon should be Kage. Because Sharif is just a bot.
I don't know Sharif, but damn, that's aggressive.
I don't know who Gangu Yukia is, but my issue with you was last night when you and your Kage decided to jump me in the pit. That was my only issue.
But up in the pit?
Yeah, they were duo queuing in the pit and they jumped me. That's when I had my phobia name too, at that. But I got payback, so I'm not really mad at you no more, because I caught you slipping and I beat your ass. I got that screenshot too, against you.
Why are you calling out Gyeonggu like that?
I said it in the last one.
You just gonna come at Gyeonggu twice?
Yeah, because every time I've gone against a Gangu member, except for Rennie, to be honest, I've either been 1, jumped, 2, I've been teabagged. And I know what this is coming from. It's when Mercenaries and Gangu had their own little merge, and Mercenary ended up splitting up. And I don't know if there was a toxicness of some of my members who joined you guys. Were talking ill will about me. But I do know every member, except for Renegon, I've been against, has teabagged me. At least 3 times after jumping me. And I don't know where that hostility comes from. But it's like this. I don't like y'all. Rennie's the only one I like. Yukia, honestly, I can't really say I don't like you because I don't know you like that. I just liked what you did.
Amanda's OP. Shout out to Amanda's in the chat.
I disliked what you did to me, but anybody else would. But I got payback. Like, it wasn't... We'll put it this way. You didn't get under my skin to the point where I had to call you a bot bitch. Your Kage, on the other hand, got underneath my skin because he would sit at my respawn and jump me. And a whole free-for-all, I was the only one in his eyes, which I'm actually glad that you were thinking of me, and it's cute.
Oh, shit. Thinking of you in the lonesome night. Oh my god. Yeah, what if this whole time my voice hasn't been recording?
Oh, your voice is being recorded because
Oh, you can hear it?
some of the... Yeah, I can hear it, and some of the viewers are... I can read a couple of the comments. They're not bad.
Oh, I was about to say, God damn, we already started off hot, baby.
There are 6 of them, and I wish I can actually stroll up and look at them all, but...
Hey, shout out coming to the stream, guys. I'm about to get toxic as fuck after these next couple questions.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been going kind of light on the dressing, but we're going to get on that.
So, Ninja World Face Off, done by Sunbay, said cheesy, so get ready. We know this. Believe us. Ace Uchiha said, yo, Sin, you coming to Eclipse? I don't know yet. Honestly. I understand, Ace, I do got, like, a lot of people. Like, I'm not gonna make a decision right away. I want tryouts, I want where I feel comfortable at, okay? Hawkeye, my Hawk, said, shut the fuck up, y'all are boring, eat my ass, by the way, Hawk. Hawk also said, LK fucking sucks. I'm gonna agree with you on that one, Hawk. Kurosaki put the eyeballs in. I see you, Kurosaki.
Alright, man, let's get back to these questions.
Now,
Let's get this shit juicy up in here.
let's get it juicy. Okay, first off, our issue. Let's start with our issue. So we may have talked it out, but let's address it all on a stream right now. So
Okay.
one, when I first joined Phobia, you was kind of toxic toward me. And second, that's kind of what led to it. Like, what started the toxicness between me and you besides just the mercenary split up? Like, because I really do want to know.
Okay, so yeah, again, the mercenary split up. You left this in a week. I didn't really like how like you talked on the page, like you just kind of like blah blah blah, and you kind of like I don't know, you always belittled me, kind of like I didn't tell you this earlier, but I was like you kind of belittled me. You were like, yo, I carried you in mercenaries. It kind of felt like that, and I was like, eh. And then when you were about to join LK, and then you dipped and joined HOZ, I didn't really fuck with that at all. I was like, bro, you could have joined LK. We could made this shit dope AF. Like I was really hyped that my former Kage was gonna come in this bitch, and then you just never joined, and then you joined HOZ of all fucking clans. No offense to HOZ, shout out to Alan Williams. But yeah, I just didn't really fuck with that, bro. It felt disrespectful. It felt like you left me twice, and then again, you just felt like you belittled me every time. Like it felt like, oh, he's that little bronze player still, and I'm definitely not that little quote unquote bronze player anymore.
I mean, I definitely, a lot of it was kind of belittled, especially because you know, I've always did look at you, and I'm gonna be 100 with you on the stream. Like, I looked at you as like a little brother of mine. You know, I had my own little mentor, and I think you're actually my same age. That's the sad part.
Yeah, I'm 22.
Oh no, so you little. But like you were the first person to actually ask me to train him and give him builds and actually look up for advice. So yeah, I did feel
when I was like Prestige 4, 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Need your help back then.
But you were the first person to ever actually asked, and that's why a lot of the issues I had with you was the fact that You defended LK, of course, that's your clan, but I don't think you actually realized what was going on between me and LK is why I didn't join LK.
I probably didn't, but I know you went back after you made mercenaries, and then they tried to like take your members, blah 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 blah. I didn't really understand that bullshit, but like, yeah, it wouldn't really surprise me if they were trying to quote unquote take you over.
They were on some fuck shit. That's all I really say. They were on some dumb fuck shit. Like, this was, I think, when they were trying to build something, like, they were trying to tell me who I can and cannot play with. Because they, like, I couldn't play with...
Bro, Sin, real quick. Sin, I've noticed this, like, that type of, like, how do I say this without being, like, not politically correct? Fuck it, we just won't be politically correct. Like, those type, we're just gonna call them mooks and just get it over with. Those type of mook people... Bro, like that friend group, bro, if you play with so-and-so, you're a fucking bitch. I don't want to play with you anymore. You played with so-and-so. Let's say if I played, like, they hate Joe Bob. I go play with Joe Bob. Man, fuck House, bro. He played with Joe Bob. Man, fuck Joe Bob too then, I guess, because goddamn, he's the one I'm playing with. But if you go play with Joe Bob, you're a fucking mid-bitch. Like, damn, I don't even know Joe Bob like that. Like, that's how it feels sometimes, bro. I cannot.
Oh, yeah. I mean... That's why I never joined LK. And that's kind of where, like, I never really explained that to you because, I mean, I was proud that you found LK as, at the time, a loyal companion. So I wasn't going to sit there and try to be the downer of bad news and tell you, well, the reason I didn't join is because they're bots. And they want me to play with certain people.
Yeah, I mean, there's people in LK that are, when I was in there, that I was just like, why the fuck are they in here? But yeah, like, LK's made me the player I am today. Like, there's a lot of training that, like, Mondo gave me that I still use. Like, I used the backflip that he taught me. I didn't know how to backflip, so I still use that today. But yeah, Phobia's turned me into, like, like a crazy ass player. Like I just watch Zan streams literally like it's like homework.
And
I just watch that shit.
And I mean, as far as our issues was going, is I never once looked at you as a bad player.
Oh, I was definitely a bad player when I was
because
overseas,
I believe it was after LK. I joined Darkness, I believe. Before. Yeah, I joined Darkness for. Well, this was. I think I was still in Darkness at the time. I believe.
Okay.
Because I messaged Sasuke when I seen you posting on the stream, or posting on the posts, that you needed a clan. And I immediately hit up Sasuke, and I told him, you need to cop this man immediately. He is actually very good, and he was like kind of like an apprentice to me. Like, I feel he is something Darkness can benefit from.
Yeah. And they could have got House. The House, bitches. Yo, shout out, bro, by the way, not to cut you off, but Gyangu was about to give me, and Rinnegan fucking fumbled the bag. He did not give me a tryout when I was trying to join Gyangu, so shout out to you, Rinnegan. Because of you, I joined Phobia. So shout out to
that. Alright, so, besides all that, so, I could have got you. I was trying so hard to get you into Darkness. I don't know what that process was.
So. Okay, I don't remember, but like I don't know what time this was. But Sasuke, like I personally don't really care for Darkness. I think old clans have this weird lineage that they think they're like, oh, because we're an old clan, we get these like benefits.
Gangu.
I'm a big fan of Gangu, so I'm just gonna. Let you do you on that one, but I don't know Sharif, so if you have beef with Sharif, I don't know what the fuck that is. So shout out to Sharif in the chat.
Gangu Deadface or Kage.
Gotcha. Sasuke hit me up like a while ago, and I definitely did not want to. I thought about it, like Darkness, DKS House, like I thought about it, like. But they kept saying that I was in this thing called DKO, which I don't recall. Like I don't remember that shit at all. Like, if I was in there, I was in there for a day and realized that this was like the recruitment chat, and I left immediately. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm in TKO, I'm fucking tough, bro. It wasn't like, oh, I'm excited to be here. It was more like, oh shit, this is a recruitment chat? Yeah, I'm out this fucking shit. Like, I didn't want to be in DKS or DKO or DKU. Like, I'm way better than that shit. But like again, I told you this when we did our little private like talk through, bro. Motherfuckers don't want to see people who used to be bad get better. Like they don't want to see that shit. They want bad players to stay bad so they can dominate. That's literally it. They do not want to see a motherfucker survive in this game like I have, like you have, like you're a prime example. You just came out of the woodworks and everybody started hating on that motherfucker. Yeah, he posted a little bit of memes and was kind of asshole, but the motherfuckers did not want to see that motherfucker succeed. They just, every time he got a chance, they would just be like, yo, fuck House, fuck whoever, who's getting good.
True. So...
That's the DKS beef, anyway.
I mean, you've had a lot of beef. I mean, I've also had a lot of beef, so...
Yeah. That's why they call you toxic, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I was toxic, for a while.
Yeah, you were. You were wild on the page.
That was definitely because a lot of people was getting on my last fucking nerve.
Got you, man.
I mean, I'm a chill player. I mean, you're definitely a chill player too. Like Shino, all them. We're all chill players. Every single person in this community can be a chill player. It takes that one person or clan to piss you off to the point where it's like, bitch, it's on site now. I promise you that when I see you, I'm teabagging with a CAC character to piss you off.
Oh my God.
A whole 2D character that cannot talk, except for when you make them, and all that other shit. And Espada Arceus, getting to you. You said that mid-phobia pisses me off. I'd love to get you on the stream and let you talk about that if you want.
That Dante dude, the Dante
I
Cohen
don't.
dude?
I really don't know who.
Because I've been seeing him saying shit about phobia, bro. He real hungry to get that phobia dick in inside on him. That's crazy. Shout out to that guy. DSP's on the come up. Real talk, little bro.
DSP, I definitely got a. I need another tryout for it because I don't know what happened between the other one. So shout out to that.
Yeah, DSP is tough, bro.
So
I don't know why other clans on the come up want to come at people who are just like, who cares, bro.
So with all these clans that you have been in.
Okay, I've been in 4. Calm down.
I mean, with all these clans that you've encountered, all that, which one is
my favorite, or the one that
no? Which one is the middest of all?
The middest of all? Oh, well, I mean,
let's
technically,
go.
I mean, bro, I don't want to say that because like I've
Come
already
on.
just tried to end that. I tried to end that beef already, but like I think LK knows that they're not like competitive, so I'm just gonna go with LK because like they're there to play for fun and like teach new players. So like good for them. But like Mondo Monroe like talks a lot, so like he talks a lot of shit sometimes. So it's just kind of like, bro, how are you not gonna be competitive and queue up but you talk shit? Same with Reaper, same with Donnie Clemens. Like y'all can't talk shit but not queue up. Like be like, catch me in a queue up. No, suck my dick. We can literally plan this out and we can queue up. Like it's not that hard. Like I don't have to catch you in a queue up.
I mean, it definitely.
Same with Oda, Sin. Oda is the biggest bitches I've ever seen.
I think it's funny because Oda just commented on my post not too long ago about joining them. But like, here's my thing. I'm trying to join a clan that I think it can benefit from my talent, but as well as, how do I say this? Because I may be toxic, but I didn't want all that smoke. Like when I was in DKS, I couldn't even solo queue. I couldn't even solo in the pit without being jumped by 30 motherfuckers.
Okay. Well, I mean, Oda. Okay, so Oda has that mid-ass healer named Frosty, which I mean, we're just getting toxic, I guess. So I'm just gonna let this shit loose.
Go right ahead.
Frosty's not very good. So you could really go in there and take his place in Oda because like Splash is in there and Splash is very open-minded and he's a Kage, I think, or the leader, and he's very like, yo, you can do this because like I trust you type energy and like Kagura is pretty cool, but they have some random people in that clan that you're just like, bro, shut the fuck up. Sorry.
No, get toxic. I mean, this stream is for anybody. Like, you could hate them, love them, whatever you want. You come on here, you talk about your beef. You talk about your shit. You know, I don't know if anybody ever watches wrestling. Maybe I'm just a little kid at heart. But there was a guy named Eric Bischoff in wrestling. And he always used to say, controversy sells. And...
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think any press is good press. Like when people started commenting on my name, when I thought Tea Time was gonna be about me, I was like, bitch, let it happen. I love that shit. Like this right now, like when y'all talked about me yesterday, again, I was in the party with Bishop and Drew, and I was like, yo, any press is good press. Like I don't care about them talking about me. But then when you started talking, I was like, yo, this is my clan member, so I need to like talk to him about this. And so when you said all that shit, like we have that list and we haven't really gone through it again. So I think we should do that real quick. Like I'm just gonna
go right ahead. Go right ahead, bro.
So we can get this shit really rolling, this interview, because we've been kind of pitty-pattering, not doing the toxic shit we gotta do.
I mean, we got a little bit of the toxicness in there, but I want more. I was
gonna say, you cussing out Gyeonggu left and right. You might get that smoke from them. Goddamn.
I mean, that ain't much smoke except for Rennie, to be honest.
No, bless his heart. Yeah, again, agrees with Nami that I'm the biggest capper on the page. I just don't think that's true. I don't think I cap on the page. Like, I don't ever say... Like, yo, I'm the best of all time. I've never put myself in the top 10. I've never put myself in the top 5. I've never been like, yo, I'm the best of all time. I just post a screenshot and say, good game. If you don't like that shit, I'm sorry. I think I want to talk about is a lot of people say, yo, House, you're fake, you're two-faced. A lot of people say that shit. I don't understand that shit because I'm very, like, upfront. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I will never fake that shit. Like, when you thought I was faking that shit because you're in Phobia, no, I generally made an effort to like you because you're in Phobia, and even to this day, you left Phobia today, and we're sitting here in a party, and we sat in a party for like 2 hours now, I think.
34
talked that
minutes.
shit out.
34
Yeah.
minutes so far, but it has been at least about 2 hours.
I know, but I was gonna say our previous party was really long. But I think you said that because you said house you're fake to me um, because I said I wasn't gonna watch your stream, and that was just because Nami and Bliss and all them were in that shit, and I just don't want to hear their voice. So that's fine. Like it's cool. Like I wasn't trying to be rude to you. Obviously, you're dope. I'm sorry, like the phobia didn't work out for you, but like there's some really good clans that are obviously trying to recruit you. You just gotta find the best one. Another thing we did not talk about, and I think I want to talk to you about this now. You said RNK with you was beating on Phobia's one of their best teams, and I was scared of you because I was triangle spamming you. But I want to tell you real quick though, before you respond, the reason I was triangle spamming you is because Zan said to take out whatever person that the attack range was not participate or like trying to attack. So I was like, okay, well that's Sin. I'll just keep him busy while they finish off everybody else. The only reason I didn't want to let you up because I thought you were going to go after the healer, not because I was scared of you. I just wanted to keep you busy.
To me, I kind of felt. Definitely to me, the way that felt is I'm gonna be 100. I felt like I was disrespected because, not just because I mean it was a match. It's not that I was that. It was after the match. It was, of course, Star pulled up, but Star's my buddy. He was just fucking with me. He was trolling, but he's like, we would have won that. And then when I popped in the party, it was. We would have won that, or I had an ult ready, and it was at that
I did think
point.
we were going to win that, because sometimes you get down a little bit, but you guys already used your ults when I disconnected. Like you already used, somebody already used their whatever, and we were saving ours. So you guys got a really good scroll at the beginning. You guys got you got your ults already, and I had Water Prison, and he had Sasuke's ult, or somebody had level 3, and we were about to catch back up. And our strategy was working, but you guys got really lucky. I think on like healing scroll or like a ult scroll or something like that. And we just kind of fucked up our timing and shit. But I don't think we were gonna win. Like we're gonna beat you from there on out. But I was pretty sure that either we were gonna win by like 2 or we're gonna win by 1. Like it was gonna be like that. It was gonna be a really close fight.
Because I'm not gonna say that we would have won if it was a different outcome. I'm not going to say that we would have lost. The only thing I really said was, I don't know what Eno ult you saw that might have been different, because I didn't pop mine because I refused to pop it because y'all were moving.
Bro. You were ranged. You didn't have it.
Oh, yeah.
It was RK Slifer that had the Eno ult.
Okay. Because I was going to say, I never really popped my ult, because the only ult I had, because I fucked up with the build.
Yeah.
So I had Shikigami.
Which is OP.
So I didn't know what to do because he popped his Eno ult. And I was like, what would be the point of popping Shiki if they're just going to blow up? You know what I mean? That'd be a waste of an ult.
Okay.
So,
I agree. I mean, I think the other range used his ult or the defense. I can't remember.
Yeah, because we started off with 2 range and an attack and a healer.
Yes.
One used the Sasuke ult. I know he uses Sasuke ult. I had Shiki.
You get that really fast.
Yeah, I never got to use my Shiki because I didn't know when to use it. Because I didn't, he called it out that he was using his ult. And I was like, oh, well, what's the point of using mine then? I was going to call out Shiki. So, before you lagged out, when you came back, I told RNK Slifer that as soon as House comes back, he's probably going to have Water Prison.
Yeah,
so as soon as he comes back, before he pops Water Prison, I'm popping Shikigami. And we're going to jump him.
You're going to jump me?
Because you had Water Prison and we know exactly what was going to happen. Because I knew what we were going to do is Shiki, we were going to jump you, so you can't use your ult. And then...
You gotta also think, what's his name, didn't use his ult either yet.
Yeah, the Sasuke ult.
No, I'm talking about the healer never used his ult yet either.
See, we did. See, I wasn't planning that far. I was planning how we were gonna do it. We were gonna jump you because you had the water prison. That's more of a. That's kind of more. That's gonna paralyze us. Like with the Sasuke, we know. I told him the easy way to get away from that is literally move to the side. Because you may get burn damage, but you're not gonna get hit one shot.
Yeah.
But we were gonna jump you, and then we were gonna jump the range. And deep in my head, I realized that we probably should have jumped you, and then jumped Zan, because I didn't think about when I made that strategy that Zan was gonna have his ult.
Yeah, you probably needed to go immediately to Zan.
And that motherfucking Zan, and that motherfucking Zan is fucking level 3 in people out of nowhere.
Yeah, he's OP with that shit.
Cause I don't know who your guys' healer was, but I know it wasn't Zan.
I think it was DJ, maybe?
Somebody with the name of No or something like that. Nonan or something like that.
I don't know.
I can't remember. I just know that our strategy was going pretty decent. I was not expecting, not putting
I'm saying, like, on the stream, you were like, yo, we were gonna beat y'all's ass, and you know it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Nami, whatever your name is, Bliss. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were about to beat his ass. I beat the best Phobia team. I was like, god damn, Sin, god, fucking damn, bro, calm down. Like, you were like, I carried RNK on my fucking back. I'm like,
whoa. I never really said I carried RNK.
I know, but how you made it sound is what it was like. I was like, god damn, okay. But like, yeah, I mean, I think it would have been a good fight. I think RNK Slifer is a really underrated healer, and you did really good at range, because I fought you like really most of the time to keep you busy.
You were getting on my fucking nerves, is what you was doing.
That was on purpose, but I probably should have protected other people from the octopus hug, so it's really on me. Hindsight's 2020 though.
I mean, it was a good fight though. Like, I can't.
I mean, you also called me a bitch, so that's crazy in that sentence when you said keep my mouth shut, bitch. And I was like, oh, okay.
I had to add that last. That's my famous word. Like, if anybody who knows me, I always say bitch. Either bitch, bot, who? Yeah, everybody got their signature. I got bitch, bot. I mean, everybody pretty much got Miss Mamas, like Q in them, which I still don't understand that. Please explain that to me, someone in the stream. Don't understand that. So, when I say bitch, just, honestly, you could take offense to it, but honestly, it's just a signature I say. Like, I say it to my friends, too, when I'm in a party. Like, I was fucking with, I believe it was Kushina? Last night.
Kushina?
Yeah, because I was playing with TY. And I was fucking with Kushina because earlier she jumped me in the pit, like, yesterday, with Pre. And someone else. I got 3v1. Like, I got octopus hugged and 2 fucking lightning nets every time I respawned. And that was a fucking defense. That should tell you something. But yeah, I call her a bitch, or him. What do I say? I call him a bitch.
A straight dude.
Right. I call everybody a bitch. It's just who I am. It's, you know, everybody has their own little play around. Like, you call them bot sometimes, you know, bot bitch.
Mid bitch.
Mid bitch, that's what it is.
Very little mid bitch.
I can't remember who calls. There's somebody I know that calls them like bot bitches. I think I
said those.
Yeah, it's always you a bot bitch, and it's like, okay, bet.
Ooh, my pussy hurt.
Yeah, that's also your saying. That shit still get me.
I just say that randomly, but yeah, I mean, I think we talked about everything pretty much. If there's any other questions you want to ask real quick, you just ask them away. We can do some fire type, like, rapid rounds real quick.
Alright, so let's do some rapid rounds. Okay, let's get it up. Okay, so first off, Nami and you. Okay, is there ever any chance that you guys will ever get along?
I don't have any ill willing towards Nate. It's really just like Nate doesn't like me. I've always been more like I'm gonna post my screenshot. I don't really care who's in it. Like type energy for me. I've never really been like, yo, I'm better than blah blah blah. The only thing I do is brag about my KD, but like I've worked my ass off for that shit. Like I can do that, but I'm. That's the only thing. Like Nate thinks I've like got too much in my head and I have a big ego and blah blah blah. But like I don't think that I get really like melodramatic when I lose. Like when I got beat by HK, I didn't want to play the next day. So like I'm really humble about that type of stuff. Like I blamed everything on me and the HK scrims, and it wasn't my fault. So again, I just think it's Nate, like on Nate. If he ever wants that to happen, I'm not really that worried about it though.
Okay. What about let's go with LKs. You know, let's touch base on this again. Because a lot of being in the clan that I was in with you, with Phobia, a lot of your hostility was mainly towards LK, and we did touch base on why, but I just feel like there's a deeper meaning.
Like, I have worked my ass off to get like where I am, and a lot of people undermine that shit by like talking like houses like mid bitch. Like again, it's like people don't want to see somebody that wasn't very good get better and exceed what I've exceeded. I've done like tremendously for myself, like from the roots. Like I literally did not know that you could join up on people in this game at one point. So that's like a number one example of like I didn't know shit in this game. And people don't like that shit, and so like when they start talking shit about me, and I came to them about it, and like not came to them like I started talking shit back. It was just like, oh, House is a fucking asshole. House has a big head, and he's attacking LK, and it kind of made me more mad that they were playing the victim. But it is what it is. I'm not. Again, I have hostility because I want to beat LK every time I play them. Because it feels good to beat people that you used to be in charge of you in that sense. So there's a lot of added pressure to beat them.
Okay, so I got a comment earlier, and I want you to respond to it. So, first thing is, Espada, hopefully I said your name, Arcus, said, Dante is my homie. It's the best troll, Jason Payne. And he went on to say, you were in darkness, blah, blah, blah. And then Espada Arcus also said House is booty. Do you want to respond?
Wait, who said that House is booty?
Espada Arcus, a.k.a. Jason Payne.
I don't know who that is, so I can't respond. I don't think I've ever seen him play. But shout out to you, bro. Good shit, man. Way to make Espada thrive. Oh, wait. They're gone. Anyways.
Oh! Okay, so you've been playing with Shino. Not to, you know.
Not recently, but we have played a lot.
And Shino and you also were, Shino was also a mercenary. And also, shout out to you, Shino. I have never put you on my lists. Not because I hate you, is because I actually forgot that you was a healer. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's an OP healer, man.
It's mainly because there's so many fucking healers in the game now. Can I really keep track?
No, you can't, bro.
Like, I remember when this game first started, it was always attack, range, or defense. Nobody wanted to play healer. But, so, since you've played with Shino and stuff, like, how come you never linked up with Shino in the same clan?
In the same clan? We did. I followed him to LK, and, we were thinking about making a clan, that Kurogane clan. They wanted me to be the Kage, which I was like, I am not Kage material. I'm very like, I have a lot of mood swings. I'm very mean sometimes. Like I don't think I'd be a good Kage because I would not react very well if somebody fucked up. So I decided, no, I'm good. I don't have the patience for that. And then I was kind of looking how they formed Kurogane, and I was like, this shit is not gonna work out. Luna Rivera was a Kage, the Kage, and Luna kind of just like disappeared for a while, and then it just kind of left like everything in a jumbled mess, and then Kurogane just kind of disappeared, phased out. And the people who were in the Kurogane the Contend chat Me and Chino were in that bitch, and me and Chino had a little bit of an argument because of my fucking crazy ass mood swings. And I fucking kicked Chino out of Gatin's chat, and I was like, fuck him, bro. He snaked us. He didn't want to be in Kirigane, blah, blah, blah. And the whole time I didn't want to be in Kirigane anyways, so I don't know why even, like, I don't know, I was just appealing to their better nature, blah, 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 blah. And so I kicked Chino out, and Chino wasn't even playing with people in Gatin because he thought they were all fucking bots. Not to expose Chino like that, but shout out to Chino. Yeah, that's what happened. Like, me and Chino never linked up. We almost linked up in Shinto, but I got denied because I called Drippy a bitch, and I've never talked to Drippy in my life, so I don't know how I called her a bitch. And JC really likes Drippy, I guess, and I called Drippy a bitch, and he didn't like that, so that's the reason I got denied to be in Shinto. But we're gonna link up in Shinto. Chino's actually about to join Phobia at one point too. He doesn't like us to claim that, but he did almost join Phobia.
And do you know exactly why? What stopped him?
From joining Phobia? I think he just got the Shinto tryout, and it really like stuck with him. And I'm guessing Phobia took a while to get their tryout together because you know how Phobia is. It's literally like me pushing to try somebody out, and then or Euro or you pushing to try somebody out, and Zan's like, fuck it, fine. But Shinto's always like, get shit done as quickly as possible type energy.
Yeah. So, Ash Uchiha. I see a lot on the page. I see a lot on the page. She's always had your back, correct?
Yeah, that's like my little sister, man.
So, like, since she's always had your back and stuff, like, did she ever have any fallouts between anybody else as far as your beef? Like, did it ever cross over to her?
No. Okay, so a lot of people I've noticed, like, all because I have beef with somebody, that you should have beef with somebody. Like, I don't fuck with that, bro. Like if Sin, like, you go, let's say, you're friends with Nami, right?
Yes.
And we're good friends. How is it right for me to tell you not to be friends with somebody? That makes absolutely no sense. I would never tell somebody else, do not be friends with somebody because of my beef. Actually, you can quote this from Bliss, you can quote this from Bishop. I told Bliss and Bishop because I was starting to get very close to both of them while they were playing the game. And I found out later on Bliss didn't really like me to begin with, which is fine. That's crazy, but that's fine. I told him, hey, you might want to distance yourself from me. I'm about to get in a big argument. I don't want y'all to get caught up in that. I'm very like, let me take on the bullshit. And if you want to support me, good. I appreciate that, but I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to ask you to do that, and I don't expect you to get in my bullshit. Okay? Like, if somebody's talking shit openly to you, I expect you to be like, yo, that's not cool, don't do that. That's the only thing I like. If, like, Ash was in a party, and let's say Joe Bob was like, yo, House fucking mid, I would expect somebody to be like, yo, House isn't fucking mid. That's all I expect. Like, if somebody was like, Sin is fucking mid, I would expect me to be like, yo, Sin is not fucking mid. That's all, like, that's exactly like what I expect. But I'm never gonna ask somebody to get with my beef. That's fucked up. It's my beef for a reason.
Alright. That's good. So, like, besides all this other dumb beef, like petty beef, I would call it, between you and LK and all that other stuff. Like, did you ever run into any of them as far as in the same party-wise? Like, and...
there was one time where I almost joined a party with Laquan in it, and I didn't join it because I don't like confrontation in the sense of you can yell at me in a party, but I'm very like calm and like when we argue, I'm very like okay, whatever. Like, I'm very sarcastic regardless of where I'm at, and I'm not gonna have a yelling match with anybody. And people who I don't respect people who go at people's looks per se, like. Yeah, maybe Reaper is a fucking model at some place, but like when he said that I look like a Rattata, which is hilarious to me. I thought it was really funny, which it is hilarious as fuck, a fat Rattata or something like that. So I'm not fat, so I didn't get that at all. But I don't want to have an argument where we're just talking about each other's looks. Like, me and Cheese had something like that in LK. And I don't respect people who only talk about looks. Like, I just don't respect that shit. Like, if you can't have an argument without insulting somebody's looks, you're not very intelligent. and that's why I avoided that party. And he thinks it's because I was scared. I just didn't want to have an argument. But no, I haven't been in a party with Mondo. I have Mondo blocked on PS4, but I do send him the screenshots when I beat his plan. So shout out to that.
So, like, besides all the confrontation and stuff like that you have been through, like, how did this better you? Like, in my opinion, like, how did you deal with all this hatred and all this, like, antagonizing towards you?
I think people deal with it in different ways, honestly. Like, some people go out and, like, for example, like, yo, people attack Yura makes a meme of your fucking great grandma who's dead. Me, I'm just like, yo, if I catch you in a queue up, I'm gonna beat you and post you. That's my type of energy. Or if I lose to you and you say, yo, I beat on you, I've never took this game that serious. I take some of the conversations more serious than I take the games. And how I deal with that is more just like taking a deep breath and looking back and like, this is a rated T game that only has Boruto and Naruto on the cover. And it's not that big of a deal. Like, all because we're on this Facebook yelling at each other, talking about who's top 5, top 10. This shit is temporary, bro. Like, I have fun right now. Like, that shit, like, arguing and shit, it's hilarious to me. Knowing that you're mad at me is hilarious. Like, that shit's funny as fuck to me. Because we are in a rated T game. And this shit is temporary. Like, the PS5 is coming out. This game is only gonna last for so much longer, bro. Like, this game is eventually gonna come to an end.
Facts. Everybody on PS4 is gonna switch over to PS5 except for me because I'm a broke ass motherfucker. But it's all about your mindset, right? Is what you're telling me. It's all about dealing with it in your own way and not panning to their childish behaviors.
No, yeah, exactly. I think it's just like, do words sometimes hurt me? Hell yeah, they hurt. Like, I don't want to be called a mid bitch every fucking day, but here we are. Like, I don't want to be called, yo, Phobe's carrying me. It doesn't make me happy to hear that, but it doesn't, like, hurt me, bro, because only I can get punched and that shit's gonna hurt, but that shit's temporary. Words hit me and they don't hurt. They don't hurt me at all. Like, I physically do not get hurt by words. I don't get emotionally hurt by a word. Like, they'll stick with me, but I'm not hurt by them. I just remember them. Like, I have a terrible memory, but there's things that stick out in my mind, but not because they hurt me, just because I remember them. And a lot of people, like, get really, really upset because they've never been disrespected or they've been babied in real life and they've never had somebody, like, disrespect them because of whatever reason. And me, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care what you gotta say. I don't care about your life. I don't care that you lost to 20 other clans that got posted the same day and talking about, oh, we're trying to make platoons and blah, 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 not throwing any shade, but, like, I don't care if you're playing for fun, bro. If you talk shit about me and I post you, don't make any excuse. That's it. Don't make any excuse. You got beat. You have gotten beat every time I've come up against you. Those words don't hurt me. The screenshot lasts forever.
True.
That's how, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can say whatever you want.
I mean, I said it before on one of my other streams that a screenshot can tell a million words. It takes the brightest, I would say, the most, how do I say this, smart and intellectual people to understand that phrase. Because a screenshot can tell you a million ways. If you go 0-3 as a defense, I'm sorry to say, I don't care if it's base battle or not, you're fucking trash.
Yeah. I've been 0-2, I'm still trash.
I mean, if you're a defense type, on base
what
battle.
What if I'm 0-2 on top?
To me, I still think that's kind of bottish.
Damn, alright. Call me a bot.
I guess it depends. I mean, I would do... If you guys won, maybe you were just getting ulted at that point.
Yeah, that's right.
But other than that, like, I feel definitely, for example, a screenshot could tell you, one, of what you guys did right, and two, what you guys did wrong. Not as good as a video, of course. But if a healer goes 3-0, and everybody goes, say, 6-0, if that's possible, y'all know that y'all did something right. Y'all were getting kills, y'all were putting DPS out, your healer was doing a good job. Now, if your healer goes 2-5, like I did again when I was with TY, I went 2-5. Like everybody else went 4-2 or 5-2, and yeah, they were putting out DPS, but the problem was they weren't protecting me, who is the major part of the squad, is the healer. So a screenshot can tell you a million words. It just takes you to understand that. If House, for example, is beating up on LK, and he goes 6-0, while Mondo went 1-6.
I went 6-1. I was gonna say, you bring out actual screenshots, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm bringing out actual screenshot. You know, when he went...
Bro, went 1-6. I went 6-1. I was like, I wonder who I killed.
I mean, this man has went 6-1, while this healer, Mondo Monroe, shout out to your so-called top 10, 1-6 healer. That shows that they were not protecting their healer. Their healer was being bodied. The defense was putting in smoke, and everything was collecting right.
That was a base battle, I think, actually.
No, it was a combat. I remember.
Oh, okay.
Because that's because I kept doing the lightning net while you kept Demon Hunter in his ass.
Oh shit. Oh damn, I wasn't even using the actual build. Oh shit. Yeah,
no, because if I remember correctly, you was using
Demon Hunter and Snake Thrust.
Yeah,
that's not even like my real build, bro. That's a bullshit build. Too.
Yeah, because you was like, dude, Demon Hunter OP.
Yeah.
But that a screenshot could tell you a million words. That's all I gotta say. So for people
like, hang on. To end the stream, like we're about to end it, like I guess in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I respect LK for what they do. I now know that they are not being competitive. They are just here to train people who are new, who are fun. But I do not respect some of their extracurricular activities. So shout out to LK. I just don't respect the extracurriculars. Same with Eclipse. Like if y'all are just playing for fun, that's great. I respect that. I respect people who do that. I respect people who train people from the bottom up. I respect the fuck out of that. But I don't respect the extracurriculars. I'm here to play comp. I'm here to play competitive. I'm here to play like fucking toxic as fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to get platinum and 80% and I'm gone. Like that's period on God. I'm getting platinum 80%. And I'm gonna play like barely minimum, like I probably like a couple times a week, and that's it. I'm done. Like that's my only goals in this game.
I mean, y'all heard it.
80%, 4.0 KD, being top 5 man. That's 4 out of 4.
Y'all heard it. I'm gonna have to bitch at my girlfriend later because I did get a lot of views today. Thanks to House.
I don't know about all that. We chilling, bro. We talking.
So I appreciate everybody who came to the stream, watched it, talked your shit. And if you guys ever do want an interview, get on here, talk your shit. Speaking of Nami, I got your second one coming. Love ratings.
Nate wants another one?
Oh yeah, he commented. He wanted another one.
Oh god, I'm getting another one.
Make sure you tune in, House.
Well, damn, I don't get a second one. What the fuck? Bro?
You never asked.
Oh, let me get a second one after Nate, because then he's gonna want to.
You know what? I don't know, y'all. This drama may be my best hit.
Hey, this is what we need to do on the low. You gotta put Nate and I in the same party, bro.
How about this? I love this. I love it. That's a good idea. Nate, Nami, Nami and House. I need y'all in a party for the one stream, the battle it out. And shit, I'll even throw Monroe in that bitch.
Oh, don't do that. That's 2-on-1, bro. Don't do that. I won't win that. I might have a chance against Nate, bro. But god damn, don't throw Mondo in there. Mondo won't even let me get a damn word in.
We'll have a specialty
can you do
time.
Like I was just saying, no.
How about this? I love this. Actually, this is a very good idea because I'm Alice. I'm the World of Madness. What's Alice's World of Madness without their own little mad tea party?
Oh, you're wildin', bro. You're gonna basically it's gonna be 4-on-1 basically at that point. Goddamn, bro. I'm not gonna have no backup.
I wanna see.
Can I do it like one? Like we mute one person at a time.
This is what I'm gonna do. I want the host of the Tea Party in my stream, either tonight or tomorrow.
Tonight.
I want the host of the Tea Party in my stream, and I want y'all to talk y'all shit. And House, you can rebuttal if you want.
It's a live rebuttal at that point.
Y'all do what you gotta do. But Nate, after this interview, if you hit me up, I can get you the interview. House, like I said, I'll say this one more time. I publicly apologize for everything I've said on my last stream. I was kind of hurt. I was in a dark place. I was inside my feelings a little bit. But you are a pretty chill dude. And people can hate me, people can love me. At this point, I'm not really trying to pan to anybody's needs.
You're the host of the show, man. They can't hate you.
I mean, who needs Jerry Springer when you got a live PS4 one, right?
Exactly. Yeah, this is like, I apologize too, man. It sucks how that shit went down at the beginning. In hindsight, I would have fixed it from the beginning. But I kind of knew that they weren't going to listen. But I tried my best to make them listen, but you can't make people do what they don't want to do.
I mean, it's facts. I have no ill will against Phobia. No more ill will against y'all.
I personally have no ill will against any clan, bro. I want to beat them, and I get very excited or very mad when we're struggling, or I'm very excited when we're perfecting them. But I do not have ill will. Like, I don't wish ill on anyone. I'm just very competitive against like two clans. I get very, very serious.
Well, I definitely wish you guys the best of luck going into the tournaments. And whatever clan I do eventually get into, I hope to one day see you guys on the battlefield again. And if you're on my booty again, I'm gonna make sure I let you know on a stream that you pissed me off. But not as bad. Just not as bad.
Maybe not toxic music to simmer down.
I'm just gonna let you know that you was beating my ass and you a bot. But you have a good one, bro. I appreciate you taking your time out of your day to come up on the stream and clarify a couple of questions and also settle some issues we've had.
Subtle shade.
Yeah, and if you ever need one, just like go back and make sure you tell Zan and all them. Like if they ever need one, substitute anybody, I'm always there. No ill will against them. This is Mad Alice signing off. I appreciate y'all, and make sure you watch the next stream with Nami to rebuttal against House. This is about to get good.
God damn, this is a